once again for the renegade master. Back 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 once again for the renegade master.
Hello, my renegades, and we are back in the house. And what are we talking about today? We are going to talk about none other than Love Island. Do you know how many episodes I had to watch to begin to put down something to be able to talk to you lot about? Bloody hell. Doesn't bear thinking about, but I got there and I'm ready to pull it all out for you. I'm ready to have that talk with you all. So I'm hoping some of you have been tuned into Love Island. I really do. Right, so we're looking at, this is season 10 and we're going straight in for episode 1. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to list the names first, and then we're just going to talk about the episodes as they go along, because I'm not going to keep like listing the names here, there and everywhere. So here we go. So the people that we have in there are Tyreek, Molly, George, Jess, Andre, Catherine, Mehdi, Ruchi, Mitchell and Ella. Okay, the one thing I will say about Love Island, because I used to watch them before, like long time ago when it first started into the other seasons, I used to watch them before, and the one thing I can say is that it's always the same type of caliber people in terms of the aesthetic, in terms of how they look, in regards to others. There hasn't necessarily been like a bigger boned woman or a bigger boned man on there, in a sense. There was some seasons ago before, and it hasn't been since, but they all have a particular look. They really do. They all have a particular look. Each and every one of them have a good career. Let's just put it that way, put it out like that. For their ages, they have good careers, but they all tend to have a particular look when they go into Love Island. Now, if you've not watched it, the basis of the show is basically you couple and recouple with the people that are there, get to know all the others and the new ones that are coming in, and they get to choose who they want to couple up with and stuff like that. So by the end, you hope to stay in your couple, win 50 grand, can kind of share it with your partner if you want to, or you don't have to, and then you move on from there, basically. So all I will say is that the Love Island producers, the Texas and all this, that and the other, is fuckery. With the challenge, I'm gonna say that's all I'm gonna say right now. The challenges and all that shit is fuckery, because I'm telling you from now, as I go through them, I'm telling you from now, bearing in mind how this show goes, I'm betting bottom dollar that even though they say these people are looking for love, this is not the right environment in order to which to receive love and to cater to love and to build that love. It totally is not the right environment for that. And it brings out everybody's insecurities, full on, like everybody's insecurities. And it also brings out how shitty some people are, to be fair, to others, and how they treat them. So, as I said, I believe that the caliber of the contestants hasn't changed. They're still the same. So you get Ruchi, and I think it was Ruchi and Jess. That's it, looking at my notes at the same time just to get the names right. So it's Ruchi and Jess that enter first. So they're chatting, and as you know, it's kind of hard, it's awkward on the first go round, because you're having to get to know people. And then the next person that comes in is Mitchell. That was awkward as hell, because Mitchell didn't know where to put himself, and I don't think the girls knew how to talk to him in that sense. You know, they go through their VCs and stuff like that, what they say and what they don't like. And then with Mitchell, the one thing I did pick out with him is when he turned around and he said he's kind of like a relationship hopper. So in terms of that, this show will probably be good for him, because he can then jump from relationship to relationship without feeling bad about it, because that's the context of the show, do you know what I mean? And he's a proper relationship hopper. Then you got Andre, who then comes in, and the way he came in was quite, you know, it wasn't flirty, it wasn't too much, it was a bit of banter. But then, as he was saying, Jesse and Ruchi was a little bit more open with him than they were with Mitchell when he first came in. That's what I noticed anyway. And then you got Ella enters, and Ella's a pretty girl. Can't deny Ella's a pretty fat girl, so yeah, can't deny that either. And Andre already peeped. Andre was peeping her as she walked in, like proper peeping her as she walked in. And I'm just like, you know what? He's seen her, and Andre was on site. He was just on site. So I was like, okay, I've got your number, Andre. Okay, I see you. I see you. We'll see how that goes. That I know. Maya Jama comes in, and she's the host this year for this. And I would say, yeah, all girls want to be her and all men want to be with her, because Maya Jama is like proper chef's kisses. Maya Jama. That's all I'm gonna say. You can agree to disagree with me, but Maya Jama, yeah, defo. So then we find out that none of them are actually gonna choose who they can couple up with. The public have been choosing. Their faces dropped like a beach banana. Like, that was like, really? And I'm thinking, oh, they've kind of changed up the rules this year with this one, but okay, we'll see where this goes. We'll see where it goes. So then we get George, who enters. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Not my cup of tea. That's what I'm gonna say. Definitely not my cup of tea. But you let me know what you think. But also let me know what you think on the people that have, if you have watched it, the people that first came in, and how you feel about them at the moment. But yeah, no, not my cup of tea is George. But hey ho, he'll be someone's cup of tea. Let's put it that way. He will be someone's cup of tea. So he enters. But the one thing I will take bones with in terms of his VC, yeah, he was a little bit ageist, because he turned around and he says he doesn't mind the ages of the girl. If you're 40 and over, he'll just talk about bingo. But if you're in your 20s, he'll talk about TikTok. What makes him think that people 40 and over don't have TikTok? Really? A little bit ageist there, I think. I don't like, is that what you young people think? That people 40 and over that were like fucking like old? I mean, come on. We're not that bad. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so George ends up getting Jess. Jess's face, that was like, nah. Jess's face when she ends up getting George, she was not happy with that pick. She was like, yeah, he ain't her type. And we could see. And I don't think she was his type either, but you could see that. But then it's the fact that when Maya Jama asked them, well, are you happy with the pick? And she did turn around and said, yeah, I thought you bloody liars. No, you bloody ain't. You literally wanted to swift him down the bloody wazoo, mate. You weren't bloody happy with him, Jess, and you could see it. Faces, expressional faces says everything. Anyway, so then Molly comes in, and I clocked Mitchell straight away, because all he saw was titties, and he was liking a bit of Molly, and Molly I think was liking Mitchell, so she was hoping to be matched with him, and she was matched with him, so them two were happy with that one. So then Catherine comes in. Catherine, what can I say about Catherine? Kath, oh, absolutely bloody gorgeous, and skin to die for. Tall, dark skinned girl, absolutely lovely, and she's Irish as well. Her accent isn't fully pronounced that you would normally get with an Irish person, but I love her Irish brogue. I love the way that she speaks. And yes, of course, she was matched with Andre. Andre was happy with that. Let's just put it that way. Andre was happy with that. And Cass seemed okay. She didn't seem too like far the other way or too far the other way, but she was in the middle. She was okay, to be fair. And then Mehdi came in, and Mehdi's from France, and you know, he's got the French accent and everything, and I was thinking maybe the French accent will swing it for him, because like I'm sorry I did go by looks, because the look of him probably ain't gonna swing it for him in that sense, but we shall see. And he got Rucci, and I have to say Rucci did not look happy with that pick. He looked happy, but Rucci was not happy with that pick at all. So then Tyreek came in, pretty boy Tyreek, And we already knew he was already done for Ella. Ella liked him straight away. And Tyreek did like Ella, to be fair. But first impressions, I am gonna say, of Tyreek is it's a little bit of a fuckboy. Yeah, I said it. He's a little bit of a fuckboy. I mean, in his VC, when he said that he's never ever, from when he could have relationships, he's never ever had a relationship with no one. He just met. I said, yeah, you little bit of footboy you are. You don't want to stay the course. It's like, it's get in there and get out. That's what Ty does, basically. So then it's a case of, when you've got someone like that in the villa, is that going to change the whole like dynamic of the villa, or is it actually going to expand his mind in terms of, actually you have to stick with this one person until you can go speak to other people, but at the end of the day you're still coupled up with this person, so you still have to make the effort with that person. And how is he going to cope with that, especially when he has community dick? Anyway, right, so the couples that you've got coming in from now, you've got Jess and George, you've got Catherine and Andre, Ruchi and Mehdi, Molly and Mitchell, and Ella and Tyreek. So my thing is, though, on another point, my thing is how are you really, like, really well and truly as a person, how are you really looking for love when you know you got £50,000 on the line? When you know at the end of it, if you stay as a couple and you come out as a couple, you got 50 grand on the line. That's what I'd like to know. So how does that work? And I wasn't picking my nose, I was rubbing the side of my nose. But how does that work? How do you know it's true? How do you know it's true and they really want to be in that relationship with you? Because don't forget, the public get involved with all of this as well. So they're actually going to have an idea of how the public see them. So they're going to want to tie themselves off with people who are in good standing with the public, or see them as an actual couple, a couple that probably can survive outside of this experiment type thing. Because my thing is you got 50 grand dangling over you, you're going to make that shit work. Come hell or high water, you are going to try to make that shit work. But then on the flip side, I suppose people could say that it's only so far you could take a certain type of personality before your whole personality comes to the forefront and you show people exactly who you are. But as I said, yous lot let me know what you think in regards to this show, and as we go on and as we speak about it, because I'd love to hear your thoughts. So the girls kind of go talk with each other. Molly's already said that she falls quick and she's already liking Mitch, but as again, it's early days, we'll see how that goes. And Mitch does like her. Ruchi, as we know, Mehdi was not her type in the slightest. And as we know, Andre was feeling Kath. You know Andre was feeling Kath, because if I was Andre, I'd be feeling Kath too, to be fair. Let's be honest. And then you got Ella. The funny thing is Ella then turned around and said that she's met Tyreek before. Like, he doesn't remember her in the slightest, but she has met him before. And I was like, oh rah, I hope you weren't one of his conquest, love, and you just spoke to each other. Because if that's the case and he does end up remembering you, if it was bad, it ain't gonna be great. But even if it was good, it still ain't gonna be great, because this man's just left you and moved on, do you know what I mean, and forgot about you completely. Jess, we already know that George ain't her type. But you know, we'll have to see how it goes. Like, literally have to see how it goes. This is the first episode, as I said, and I'm going in on the first episode, and I'm hoping to come back with the rest, more episodes. So as I say, keep your notifications on, because these episodes are gonna be, that we're talking about, are gonna be coming thick and fast, because I literally basically binge watched Love Island to catch up and to bring you this content as well. So all I'm saying to you is be ready, hold on to your hats, because we will be getting into it all. So they go into the quarters and stuff like that. For me, the quarters are kind of like a dorm room though. I don't know if I'd be comfortable sharing my space with that many people, especially with couples. And you, each time you get up in the morning, you literally a hair's breadth away from each other. You'll be smelling the breath from across the room. Do you know what I mean? And if they do anything like that'll be even worse, because you'll be hearing all that shit. You'll be hearing it all, and I won't be that comfortable. Nah, I wouldn't be that comfortable. But yous like let me know what you think. But yeah, I'd be one of the ones either going out onto the front and sleeping outside, because you know what, there's no rain, it's hot weather. I'd be going out there, or I'd be in the back room, as they call the doghouse type place. But then my thing is as well, when you're coupled up with a stranger, and you're having to share your space and your bed, your personal sleeping arrangements with this stranger. And I don't even know if them beds are big enough to literally like make sure you can keep a space, because you know what, there'd be a barrier down that middle. I'd be like, yeah, I know we're coupled up, but I'm getting to know you. I don't want you to touch me, like pure and simple. Don't want you to touch me in any way the slightest, even in your rotted sleep. Not touch me. But he's like, let me know what you think. So now we get to the first night. Already Mitch and Molly talking about them wanting to match suits. I'm like, okay, used to go off. Then you've got, I think Kathy and Ty had a chat, and told ya, Ty's already on his footboy shit, because he loves their accent, and everybody's a sucker for an accent. I don't care who you are, everybody is a sucker for an accent. I'm telling you, there's some accents I cannot stand, but majority of the ones I do. But everybody's a sucker for an accent. Andre's saying that he wants to see how it goes with Kath, and Mitch wanting to see where his connection goes with Molly. But as I said, I don't, because Molly jumps in pretty quickly, and then you've got Mitch, who's very much a relationship hopper. So we'll have to see how that goes and how that plays out as time goes on. So you got Ella, who talks to Medi, and basically they're both just saying in regards to personality, and for Medi it's in regards to personality with Ruchi. Ruchi doesn't find him attractive. He's not her usual type, so we'll see if she's able to at least explore something with him or talk to him in any type of way. Then it goes to a game. So basically with these games, they have to certain questions, and then they have to kiss people for each one of those. And this is why I'm saying in this show you have to watch out for the challenges and the little games that they give people, because I tell you what, that will blow your relationship wide open once you start to, because they're designed for you to open up and know a little bit more about the person that you're coupled with, or the other people that are there too. And I swear to God, these shits, from what I've seen previously, these shits blow your relationship wide open, is all I'm gonna say. And then it's a kind of, when you hear that text tone, best believe she is gonna get fucked up in that place. She is gonna get fucked up in that place. And as it was coming to the end of this for the first episode, text came. Who was it? It was Zach. So Zach now enters the chat, and we will talk more when it comes to the next video in episode 2, when we talk about Zach, and how the girls feel about Zach, and how the lads feel about Zach, and how all the other couples are getting on. But I shall leave it there, my renegades, but I will be back very, very soon. So as I always say, if you can, please subscribe, please hit the notification button so you know when I am back on and another video has come up. And I hope to speak to you all soon. Signing out. Peace.